Sabah al khair. I'm John Coleman from ApocatastasisInstitute for the Humanities at Alternative College and High School here on New Milford, Connecticut, USA. The purpose of this broadcast and recording is to kick off our study of Arabic here at the Institute. And we'll be using the text here, Alif Ba, which is simply, we would say in English, AB, as in ABC, D, so forth. Alif Ba, and this is part of the Al-Kitab Arabic language program. And eventually, when we grow up to be big boys and girls in Arabic, we will move to the first book, Al-Kitab fi Tarum al-Arabiya, DVD. And I have the DVD here somewhere. There we go. Probably going to end up uploading all the videos on the Apocatastasis website. But anyway, we have learning aids as well. So this is a innovative series. Again, we're going to be starting with Alif Ba, and this will just be getting into Arabic letters and sounds. So for this recording here, we're just going to get into the back of the book, and then we'll get into some other things. So it's going to go Arabic, Greek, Latin, Arabic, Greek, Latin, Arabic, Greek, Latin throughout the week. So the days that those languages fall are going to change. There's only 5 days in the work week, and there are, three languages. So that doesn't work out. So the languages are going to fall on different days of the week. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll get 5 languages, and it'll be easier that way. Okay. I don't know how well you can read this, but I just want to read this back here, and that'll be it for today. And then, we'll make our way through the book with the exercises. And again, if you want to study Arabic thoroughly, you're welcome to sign up for our classes, our introductory classes here at the Institute. The best-selling Alif Ba is the first volume of the Al-Kitab Arabic language program and is now available in a new 3rd edition. In this new version of the Introduction to Arabic Letters and Sounds, the English-speaking students will find an innovative integration of colloquial and formal, that is to say, spoken and written, Arabic. We'll get into that in the future, that there are, in a sense, different Arabics. It's not quite a unified language as English might be. We'll get into that. Together, the book and the new online component will provide learners with all the material necessary to learn the sounds of Arabic, write its letters, and begin speaking the language, including interactive self-correcting exercises to enhance learning. The online component also gives instructors additional online grading options. So what are we doing here as we're stepping out? We're going to learn how to say the sounds of Arabic, to write its letters, and to say some very basic phrases. I can tell you, with some experience with Al-Kitab, this program, that they place a lot of emphasis on speaking the language before one writes it or reads it. Now, that will certainly be given its due time in the second and subsequent editions and proper volumes. This is just an introductory text. It's not that big. That doesn't really help, does it? Here's my finger for, it's, for scale. It's not that big of a book. The other textbook is a proper text. It's a fat old fella. But in any case, the scholars here will learn about them. Christian Brustad, Mahmoud Al-Batal, and Abbas Al-Tansi. Their focus is really speaking the language and building the confidence of speaking the language, and then getting into being able to, to properly write in good old classical MSA prose. So here are ones here, and then just some final bullet points, and we'll knock off for today. This will be more in depth, of course, as we move along. But we're going to feature it here. We're going to have four color design throughout the book with over 100 illustrations, a lot of color-coded options, They give us some examples for Egyptian, Levantine, and formal Arabic. This is kind of alluding to what I was saying, that there are different types of Arabic. We have over 200 basic vocab words that we'll learn in the different forms spoken, different conjugations. And then there are the video dialogues. I think at this point they weren't doing DVDs. The book you saw earlier here, this I think is the second. Yeah, it is. It is the second edition. You see, the second edition. They were still doing DVDs then. God be with the days. By the time you get to the third edition, I think most of it was online. They start mentioning online a bit more here, although there's a convenient DVD with the basic audio materials, which I'll have to dig up here. All right. Then finally, we'll learn more about our scholars as we get into the introduction here. But Kristen Brustad is an associate professor of Arabic at the University of Texas at Austin. Mahmoud Al-Batal is an associate professor of Arabic and the director of Arabic flagship program, also at the University of Texas at Austin. And Abbas Al-Tansi is a professor of Arabic at Georgetown School of Foreign Service in Qatar. The language labs that purchase a copy of Alif Ba, third edition, will automatically receive rights to a post-electronic copy of the DVD. Okay, there's some legal garbage. Okay, very interesting here. Very interesting too, the Foreign Service in Qatar. And here we have the Georgetown University language. It's outside of appropriate discussions for languages, but we all know Georgetown is a big factory for spooks. So anyway, maybe our CIA vocabulary will be greatly expanded in Arabic here. But no, we're going to have some fun here. And this book was published in 2010 and will represent some cutting edge ideas in terms of language acquisition going forward. And it's very simple stuff. And we'll get into it. We're going to do the exercises. We're going to have homework. Who wants to do it? We'll learn it much better that way. But yeah, a fun study, and one that is certainly available in much more depth in our private classes here at the Institute. So I look forward to beginning this journey. Min Arabi ma'a ant. Ma salama. Take care, guys.